Welcome to Code with Kurt, the channel that brings you the latest Google Sheets and Google Apps Script videos. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to send an email to yourself when someone else submits a form. That way you know when that form was submitted and you can go check the responses at that time. So in this example, I have a form of favorite color email with just name and favorite color. So if I put a name in here and then I select the color, I hit submit. The form owner, myself, or you could pick any email to have it sent to, will get a notification that this form was submitted, favorite color email, and then I just have who submitted it from Ben. So I'll give you a step-by-step process of how I put this together. If you're new to this channel, subscribe to catch my latest videos. Let's get started with this video. Here I'm on a new Google form. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a title. Favorite color. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add the first question, which is going to be name. Change that to short answer, which it automatically did. Next I'm going to add favorite color. I'm going to make this multiple choice. And then I'm going to start adding colors. There. So I'm going to add 3 colors in this example. That should be plenty. Next I'm going to give the file name, which I just clicked it and then it populated up here. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Google Apps Script. I'm going to name my project. Hit rename. Next I'm going to copy in my Google Apps Script code. There I have it copied. I'm going to hit save. Next I'm going to go through the code. So I got one function called submit form. I have an array declared here. The first thing I'm doing is getting my form object by the ID of the form. So now I have to go get my ID. So I'm going to go to my form and the ID is right here. So after this form /d/ right here, I'm going to start copying it all the way to the next slash till this slash right before the edit. So I'm going to hit Control C, got it copied, and I'm going to copy it right here. So now I have my ID of my form. So now I got the form object. Next I'm going to grab my responses. So it's going to grab all the responses of the form. So there could be 100 responses, 50 responses. It's just, what I'm trying to do is grab the last response to email out, because I'm just looking for that last response. Next I'm getting the length of the responses. It gives me how many responses I have. And then I'm getting the form title here, because I'm going to use that to send out on my email on my subject. So the form title is favorite color right there. So I'm going to go back to my code. Next I'm going to grab the last response. So I'm taking the length of my responses -1 to get the key. So the keys start with 0, so that's why I'm doing the -1 of the length. So getting my last response. The next I'm going to grab the items of the last response, and the items of the response is the question and the answer. So if I have 10 questions and answers, I'll have 10 item responses. The next I'm going to go through each of my responses. So I'm going to go question by question and question answer by one. So here I'm doing a for loop. Here I'm grabbing one response. I'm getting the title, which is the question, and then the answer of that right here. And I'm just logging it out here so you can test it. But for my record array push, I'm just grabbing the answer. And then the last part is I'm sending an email. So here you want to set your email address like that. And then my subject line has my form title, which is favorite color. And then my body of my email is just going to tell me who submitted the form. So basically the first question answer, but here I'm just doing from name, and then the answer would be 0, which would be the first answer I stored here. So that wraps up the function. I'm going to hit save. Next, I have to create a trigger to call this function after the form has been submitted. So I'm going to go over to the triggers tab over here. I'm going to click that. I'm going to hit down here, add trigger. Next, I'm going to choose, the only choice I have is submit form. That's header, the only choice there. I'm going to hit from form here. And in the last part, I'm going to change this to on form submit. And I'm going to go scroll down here, hit save. Next, it's going to take me to the permissions of my form. I'm going to allow it. I'm going to hit advanced. I'm going to hit go to favorite color. And I'm going to allow here. So there, it created my trigger. So now I'm going to go back to my script right here. Next, I'm going to go to my form, and I'm going to hit preview. I'm going to submit it. So I'm going to put a name and my favorite color that I want. I'm going to hit submit. And then from there, I should get an email right here that says response, title, favorite color, from name, Ben. So that concludes this video. If you have any questions or comments, please leave it below the video. Until next time.